Hi everyone, if you want to know more about cholesterol, keep watching. So, cholesterol. Cholesterol is a waxy, fat-like substance found in cells, found in every cell of your body, and also in certain foods. It is an essential molecule that plays critical roles in various physiological processes, but its levels in the body must be carefully regulated to avoid the potential for health problems. So the key message is that cholesterol is not bad. Cholesterol is absolutely essential and is a constituent of every cell in your body. But too much of it can cause problems. So let's look at the specific physiological functions of cholesterol. So cell membrane structure. So cell membranes, every cell in the body is wrapped in a cell membrane, and the cell membrane provides structural support to the cell and stops all the contents of the cell leaking out. And cholesterol is a key component of cell membranes, contributing to their structural integrity and fluidity. So cell membranes also have to be bouncy and fluid. And cholesterol helps maintain the proper balance between rigidity and flexibility, which is essential for cell function. Now, cholesterol is also a precursor for the production of various hormones. The steroid hormones, and the steroid hormones involve vital hormones such as cortisol, aldosterone, and the sex hormones. So cortisol is involved in the stress response and in metabolic regulation. And if you don't have cortisol at the right time, you can get very, very sick. You can get something called an Addisonian crisis, and you can die from it. Aldosterone is important for regulating blood pressure and fluid balance, and the sex hormones like estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone, well, they have a wide range of functions in the body, including the regulation of puberty, the regulation of fertility, etc., etc. So cholesterol is important also for vitamin D synthesis. It's a precursor for the production of vitamin D in the skin when the skin is exposed to sunlight. And vitamin D is critical for calcium absorption and bone health. Cholesterol is also important in the production of bile acid. Now, the liver produces bile. The bile is then stored in the gallbladder, and then from the gallbladder, it is secreted into the gut in the presence of dietary fats. And it is the bile acids acting in the gut that allow us to actually emulsify fats and therefore absorb fats, but also then allows us to absorb fat-soluble vitamins, in particular vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, and vitamin K. Cholesterol is important for brain and nervous system functioning, so it's abundant in the brain. It plays crucial roles in forming myelin sheaths, which insulate nerve cells and which facilitate efficient transmission of nerve signals. So, for instance, a condition that affects myelin is multiple sclerosis. And if you don't have enough myelin and you develop multiple sclerosis, that causes significant neurological dysfunction. So there's another essential function that cholesterol serves in the brain. So how do we get cholesterol? Well, the liver produces most of the cholesterol in your body, most of the cholesterol your body needs. It is a misnomer to suggest that dietary intake of cholesterol serves to increase significantly the cholesterol found in your blood. But nonetheless, we can get cholesterol from diet. So foods like meat, eggs, and dairy products contain cholesterol. Plant-based foods do not contain cholesterol. So then we need to think about the types of cholesterol. So in the blood, cholesterol is carried by lipoproteins, and the classification of these lipoproteins means we have the following entities. So we've got low-density lipoprotein. And when we're thinking about cholesterol in the blood, we're actually calling it low-density lipoprotein cholesterol. So it's the cholesterol that's embedded in the low-density lipoprotein. And low-density lipoprotein cholesterol is often referred to as bad cholesterol because high levels of LDL-C, low-density lipoprotein cholesterol, can lead to plaque buildup in arteries, increasing the risk of heart disease and stroke. And then we have high-density lipoproteins, embedded into which is cholesterol, and so this is known as high-density lipoprotein cholesterol, HDL-C, and this is known as the good cholesterol because it helps remove excess cholesterol from the bloodstream and transport it back to the liver for excretion. And then we have triglycerides. Now, triglycerides are actually other types of fats that are measured alongside cholesterol, and so they don't actually constitute a fraction of the cholesterol. But if you're ordering a blood test, a typical lipid panel will include triglycerides as well as the fractions of cholesterol lipoproteins, including low-density and high-density lipoproteins. So we said at the introduction that cholesterol was an essential substance, but also that too much of it can cause health problems. So while cholesterol is vital for normal physiological functioning, an imbalance, particularly high levels of LDL cholesterol, the bad cholesterol, if you will, can lead to conditions like atherosclerosis, which is the buildup of plaques in arteries, especially in the heart and the brain, and that can cause heart disease and stroke. But if you get atherosclerosis in the legs, then you can have something called peripheral arterial disease. So maintaining healthy cholesterol levels through a balanced diet, regular exercise, and if necessary, medication can support overall health and reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease. So that's it for today. We've talked about cholesterol, we've talked about its essential functions, and we've also introduced the concept that too much cholesterol can actually cause health problems. That's all for today, folks. My name's Dr. Ferghal Armstrong, and this has been MedHeads.